Hi, and welcome to IS-287 Routers and Switches 2. Most, if not all of you, should be familiar with the layout of this course already because it's essentially identical to IS-285 Routers and Switches 1, just obviously different topics. But one thing I will note, though, is that the Cisco Academy course site is actually a little different this go around. I don't know if this is a new format they're moving to or what, because there really wasn't much explanation around it. But anyway, we'll take a look at that real quick and make sure you understand where things are. Of course, on our Herzing course site, that's where essentially all of the course management will be, the course announcements, your grades, all that sort of thing, and then your discussions. But aside from that, all of the content, course materials are on the Cisco Academy website. One thing I do want to point out on your weekly assignments, I want you to make sure that you look closely at the assignment instructions each week and be sure to follow those. Each week you should be uploading a Word document that has screenshots of your packet tracer lab results and maybe other stuff too, depending on what the instructions ask you to do. Keep in mind also that the lab activities themselves, the questions and everything, unless the assignment instructions specifically ask for it, you don't need to submit that. Sometimes, and a matter of fact, most of the time, all that you're submitting is your completed packet tracer labs and the Word document with screenshots of the results from each of those. So again, each week you need to make sure you have your Word document with a screenshot of the results of each of the assigned labs for that week. Anytime that there's anything due in NetLab, then you'll have device configurations that you'll have to include in that Word document as well. But I guess the main point I'm getting at here is make sure to include your screen captures for your packet tracer lab results. And then, of course, you also need to always upload your completed packet tracer files. The screenshot is not enough. I need your completed packet tracer files. So each week, make sure you're doing that, and just be sure, again, to pay attention and read through the instructions for each assignment. Now, moving over to the Cisco Academy, just like with IS-285, you'll log into the Academy. You'll look for your course. IS-285 was the Introduction to Networks. So now in IS-287, we're moving on to Switching, Routing, and Wireless Essentials. So after logging in, you'll launch the course. And I'm going to switch over to Student View. And so this should be essentially identical to your view. And so once you come into the course, I don't anticipate ever using this announcements section. Again, any announcements I post will be in Canvas. The only thing that you're looking to access here on the Cisco Academy is your learning materials and the exams. So as you scroll down, you'll find this course content section. And here's where you access the course learning materials. So if you click on this link for Switching, Routing, and Wireless Essentials course, the course materials will open up and you'll see a layout that's identical to what you're used to from IS-285, just obviously with different topics. So you'll navigate through the course materials just like you did in IS-287 or 285. So for instance, if you take a look at this, you're asked to complete the first packet tracer lab here is 136, and then of course here's a NetLab on 117. So for either one of those, if we go look for those, let's just start with the first one here, 117. So that's going to be in chapter 1. And so we're looking for 1.1. And then underneath that, we're looking for 1.1.7. So here's that lab. And you can click on the link here to open up the lab instructions. And again, this one here will be a lab that you'll complete in NetLab. The next one, packet tracer on 136. So at that point, we're in a different section of chapter 1. So 1.3 and 1.3.6, and there it is right there. So again, same format that you're used to here from IS-285. Going back out to the course in the Cisco Academy, here you'll see links to the exams. They will open up in the week that they are available. You'll notice that the exams are scheduled to stay open for about 2 weeks. That is just in case I have a student who asks for an extension and they have a valid reason for asking for an extension, and an extension is granted. The maximum amount of time of any extension is up to 7 days past the assignment due date. So that's why they are open for a 2-week period. But keep in mind each of them is due the week that they open up. Then down below, this gets into stuff that we'll deal with toward the end of the term, as far as your exams in the course. But that's pretty much it. Again, everything pretty much similar to what you're used to from IS-285, other than things just kind of have a little different look here on the Cisco Academy. But again, everything that you need access to is here in the course content section. So if you have any questions at any point throughout the term, please don't hesitate to reach out.